All right, Gemini. So this is your reading for the good, bad, and the ugly. So the good, we have um, a very happy situation where someone could be making an offer, or you're making an offer, where you're having clarity on a situation, and really feeling like, all right, um, I want to speak to this person or make an offer, or they're going to make an offer to you. It can be because we have the Sun card, the Knight of Cups. Um, and then in the future, we have the Four of Swords. And then under the deck is the Chariot. So it's almost like you're doing a lot of healing, recuperating, getting a lot of rest. Um, and so with that, it's almost like you're balancing your head and your heart. And with the Chariot, that's like the time is now. Like, we're persevering, we're getting through this, and the time is now to go ahead and accept this offer or make this offer. Your advice was the Queen of Swords. So being in that air energy that you have, um, I feel like that's saying to be your authentic self, to be you. If you're going to start something new with someone, um, don't put on any airs or fronts. Just be your authentic self. We do have, so the shadow, we have the good, bad, and the ugly. So for the ugly, I did the Shadowland Tarot. We have the Ace of Wands. So the shadow side to that, um, is, it can almost be being oblivious to something, like not really seeing an opportunity, or being discouraged instead of, with the Ace of Wands, that's usually having passion and excitement and going for something, having that spark of inspiration. And the shadow side, if we're trying to get the ugly of the situation, that would be the shadow aspect, to where we are discouraged from doing something, um, or not even seeing it, just oblivious to whatever it is. And then for the bad, we have upheaval and illusion. So I feel like there could be some chaos or something, kind of this upheaval energy, and that can cause you to be a little bit not seeing things clearly. And that might be what this is talking about, where um, if things start getting crazy or moving fast, and feeling like a tower moment where there's an upheaval, try to still pay attention to the details. Um, Keep your eyes open, so that you're not in this, this is like a warning as far as the good, the bad, and the ugly. So the bad would be, this is your warning. So as far as if there's a situation where things start getting like a chaos moment, um, lock in focus on and really start paying attention to the details. So that is your warning on that. And then with the Ace of Wands, that could be talking about this situation or this situation. As far as the shadow side, just don't get discouraged if we're in that shadow side. um, the good of this would be it would be sparking your inspiration and that passion, and really wanting to go for something, and not getting discouraged. So if you are thinking about making an offer, or you're discouraged from making, like that sort of thing, the Four of Swords is your past card here for the good. And the Four of Swords is when we are exhausted. And the Chariot also is, if you think about the chariot races, the chariot, it was a battle, like you have to persevere through that. Um, so that could be why, like it's just like, um, getting discouraged with something. But with the Chariot, it does bring in success if the chariot races, it's like you have to keep getting back up, and like it's you persevere through that and you will have success. With the Four of Swords, that same feeling of I'm exhausted and I'm needing to recoup. I'm needing to get my energy back. So that's where you, like, if this opportunity is coming in and you're just discouraged from taking it because you're exhausted. I just feel like that's the warning, like it might come at the worst time because there's an upheaval or something to that effect, but it is an opportunity. When we get an ace, that's an opportunity from the divine. So try not to get discouraged from it and look at it like a negative thing, even if you're exhausted. Definitely, that's when something could be hitting, at like it's not the greatest timing for you, but it's an opportunity that you don't want to miss. I'm going to pull some um, cards here. And then, your advice is the Queen of Swords. So even not even being in your own energy, but being in that, really honing in on that Queen of Swords energy of, I mean, she's a badass. The Queen of Swords, she is out to harm none, but she will cut out what is no longer serving her. She's going to protect herself, um, and get what she needs and wants. So, really hone into that advice, or that energy, and that is the advice on the reading as far as that goes. All right. Any other messages or advice for this reading for Gemini? Be playful. 51, the Sandpiper Spirit. So 51 does break down to a 6, and 6s are what bring in balance. I feel like that's kind of the start of the energy with the sun. The sun is that playful, joyful, happy. It can bring clarity on a situation. And then the Knight of Cups, that's wonderful. It's whether you're making an offer or someone's coming in with an offer. And then the Ace of Wands in its good energy instead of the shadow side. The Ace of Wands, that's passion, that's inspiration. So I feel like, this is saying, instead of being serious and in your head or overthinking something, when it comes to this offer that's coming in, even if you're exhausted, even if it's the worst time, try to just go with it and be playful and joyous and keep that sun energy going. We have Cow Spirit under the deck, and that is another 6. We have 51 and 15 here. So, when we bring something from a 5 to a 6, from change, this upheaval, I think all of the advice that's coming to you is to balance that out. Even if you look at this, the illusion, if you take that 33, that breaks down to a 6. So, this upheaval, you can really mute that and keep your eyes open. Try to really don't miss out on the opportunity because things are chaotic. All right, we're going to call in Metatron here for any other advice or messages for Gemini. more shuffle. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this, you guys. Joy and happiness. You got yellow. Be playful, and then joy and happiness is the, the huge definition of the sun card. This is the sun card. Wow. This is the number one card. So I think to counteract the, if you're being serious about something and you're all in your head or whatever, you might not see something. You might have illusions when it comes to stuff because you've been through so much. And this is saying, hone in, like, be joyful and happy and playful. Wow. And then under the deck we have priorities, building blocks for life. Beautiful reading. A lot of fire and happiness. And so I guess to recap, the time is now. Even if you're needing to rest and recuperate, the time is now. There is definitely clarity at the beginning of this as far as the joy and the happiness, and you got to stay in, like somebody might be bringing that, when this offer comes in. The warning that we have is just to pay attention to the details. Or don't miss that opportunity because it might not be the greatest timing. Don't get discouraged. Try to stay happy and playful. Wow, that is so cool. All right, so if this has helped, bring hope or clarity on your situation, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, all of that great stuff. Hit the bell if you want to know when I'm back on again. And with that, Gemini, I will see you in my next one. Thank you.